Hold your face in my hands like a little piece of dawn. Your eyes keep all the weather soft and blue and almost gone. You lean in like a secret I can feel before you speak. Every breath between us turns the hour tender weak. Forgets its edges when you look straight through my skin. My name gets quiet with my pulse, and everything lets you in. Your thumb rests by my jawline like it knows the way back home. I could stay inside this moment till the rest of life is unknown. If the world is waiting outside, let it wait a little more. Hear your heartbeat meets mine like a tide against the shore. Hold me here in stillness, let the soft light settle down. Nothing has to happen when your eyes are all around. The map is open on the table. Your finger finds the fairy line. We laugh at how the border bends and call the longest road our sign. I drew a house in the corner, you drew a dog beside the gate. We never said the word forever, we just kept tracing what could wait. Sunday rain taps on the window while tea goes cold between our hands. You name the towns in gentle order, like you've already walked the land. I write our dates in tiny script, in all the blank space left behind. A train, a hill, a quiet harbor, a little proof we take our time. We'll pack it lightly, one wool coat and a song or two. I'll keep the atlas in the pocket, you'll keep the sky inside of you. And when the road begins to answer, we'll follow where the pencil went. No grand arrival, just the motion of two soft hearts becoming bent. Later, when the lamp goes amber, we fold the day and set it near. The future sits there, small and patient, like something almost within ear. Your hand still rests on all our markings, my name beside a tiny star. We leave the map exactly open, so tomorrow knows just where we are. against my sleeve. The room is still, the sheets half warm, and dawn comes in so carefully. Your hair keeps the last dark hour, then loosens in the glassy light. I watch the color find your cheek, like someone learning how to write. The kettle sleeps in the next room, the floorboards keep their patient breath. Everything small feels newly kept, as if the day had just been said. First, the light on your face, quiet enough to keep the morning leans close, and I go soft and deep. Your skin takes the gold like it already knew. I was made for this hour beside you. The train moves far beyond the hill. Its sound arrives like drifting cloth. You blink and smile at nothing much, and somehow that becomes a thought. The curtains lift and let us see the edge where darkness gives way slow. I memorize the curve of you, the way the thawing windows glow. If time comes asking for us back, let it find us here unhurried. Let the day unseal its hands while your breathing stays near me. I don't need vows made out loud, just this hush and your bare wrist. The world can wait outside the pain while your forehead meets my kiss. We took 2 chairs to the porch and let the evening lean in close. Your hand found mine by instinct, like it had been there all along. The boards kept their old creaks, the air wore honeysuckle dust, and in the quiet between us I heard the day let go. First one firefly, then a whole small constellation drifting up from the grass like questions with glowing wings. You smiled at the darkening yard, I smiled back without a reason. The little lights moved around us as if they knew our names. I thought love might arrive like thunder, like a sudden door, but it came in softer than that, barefoot through the screen and dusk. So I kept my shoulder near yours and let the slow world stay. Nothing had to be said for everything to be true. The jar by the step stayed empty. We only watched and listened till the sky turned blue-black and your thumb traced circles on my palm. slipped a little note between the apple and the spoon, folded tight in yellow paper for the middle of your noon. I wrote your name in blue ink on the back of a receipt, just a tiny little promise hidden safely in your treat. When you open up the bag, I hope your shoulders soften down. A quiet smile, a small surprise right there in the crowd. Maybe you're in a hard hour, maybe the day ran long. I wanted my hand beside you even while I'm gone. If the room feels too loud, let my words be the shade. Something warm to hold on to, something I left the way. No grand speech, no big moment, just a simple passing gift. A paper moon in your lunch bag, a little lift. So eat your lunch, my darling, and let the afternoon go by. I'll be there in the small things, in the corners of your day. Took the chair by the window, I held the blue cup with both hands. Your sleeve brushed mine for a moment, and I forgot how to plan. The sugar jar caught the daylight, your laugh came quiet and slow. Steam curled up from our cups like something soft I could know. You asked if I liked the rain, I said it makes the pavements shine. Then you traced a small circle around the rim of your tea. The spoons kept tapping the saucers like a clock that lost its way, and the whole room leaned in closer when you said you could stay. I watched the steam climb higher, then fade into the air, and every little silence felt like a hand laid bare. So I let the moment hold me. No hurry, no grand scene, just two warm cups on a small table, and you looking back at me. Cleared the window, the afternoon stayed kind. I left with your name in my pocket, and your warmth still on my mind. We move between the peaches and jars, your hand stays warm in mine. A woman weighs out sage and pears in paper, plain and fine. A boy stacks lemons in a hill, the air smells like rain. You brush my sleeve, then smile so still. I learn your pace again, and every stall becomes a room where nothing needs needs to hurry. Sun on cloth and copper spoons makes even footsteps blurry. We could stay here, let the hour unfold, side by side in the market's slow gold. Every small thing feels softly new when the day is kind and I'm walking with you. We stop for bread and fennel seeds, for figs in a wooden tray. An old man tells us what we need, then grins and looks away. You choose a scarf, a faded blue, I hold it to the light. The whole long street bends around you like it knows you by sight. At the stall with the chipped red bowl, you trace the rim and laugh. I think how gentle time can grow when it doesn't run past. We could stay here, let the hour unfold, side by side in the market's slow gold. Every small thing feels softly new when the day is kind and I'm walking with you. We kneel where the beans will climb, your sleeve brushed mine in the dirt. Morning held a silver pail, and the soil breathed up its earth. I set the marigolds in rows, you pressed the roots in slow. Your palm found my fingers there, and neither of us let go. Tiny suns beneath the ground, quiet work can change a day. Every seed we tuck in deep learns its way toward light and rain. You stand by the sink with basil on your hands. I slice the onion thin and you taste the salt. The pan waits small and dark on the wooden stove. Garlic turns golden oil and the whole room leans in. Your sleeve brushes my wrist like a promise kept. Steam climbs the blue tile slow as our last breath. Come close to the simmering pot. Stay here in the warm. Let the steam and the time. You pour the broth like rain into the waiting rice. I stir with a spoon of pear wood and till the edges soften. A lemon on the board opens bright as dawn. Your smile over the cutting board makes the whole room bloom. We move without hurry through the little work. Two hearts in an apron, one table to set. Come close to the simmering pot. Stay here in the warm. Let the evening learn our names in the steam. If the world grows loud outside, we keep this tiny fire. One spoon, one hand, one song, and the bread still rising. Come close to the simmering pot. Stay here in the warm. Let the evening learn our names in the steam and the time. When the bowls are finally full, we sit down as one. We step out quiet into the white morning. Your glove finds my sleeve, and the cold feels smaller. The path is freshly drawn by the hush around us. Each breath turns silver, then disappears. Your hand warm in mine like a little fire. In all this white, you keep me steady. Side by side we go, leaving soft marks behind. The world can't wait outside. Here I'm yours for miles. A branch lets go its snow. It slips through the sunlight. You laugh under your scarf, and I lean closer. The pond stays under ice, still and patient, while we keep moving step after step. Your hand warm in mine like a little fire. In all this white, you keep me steady. Side by side we go, leaving soft marks behind. The world can't wait outside. Here I'm yours for miles. For a while, nothing asks us anything, only the creek under snow and our slow shared pace. Your fingers curl tighter when the wind turns sharp, and I know this calm will follow us home. Footprints fading gently, still close together. Snow on our shoulders, peace in our pockets. laid our backs in clover. Your sleeve touched my hand. You traced a crooked outline in a slow blue land. I watched your finger wander like it already knew the shape of some small wonder that only you could view. You said that one was a fox, then laughed and changed your mind. I followed every motion and forgot to look behind. The grass kept on its secret against my borrowed skin, while your face held the sunlight and pulled the whole day in. A plane of white drifted over and split into a crown. You pointed like you'd found it, then lowered yourself down. I kept the sky in passing, you kept the quiet near, and everything unspoken came softly, crystal clear. When evening touched the field edge, you turned toward me first. Your hair held bits of green dust, and the world felt less rehearsed. I never found the unicorn or ship or paper kite. I only found your smile there and stayed inside that sight. I opened the cover slow, and your face softens. You lean back in the chair, eyes closed like a quiet vow. My thumb finds the margin where I marked the moon, and every line I read falls gently on your hands. You smile before the ending, like you already understand. Hold this moment close, let the room stay small. Hold this moment close as the pages fall. The paper keeps its secret in that familiar rustle. I trace the faded letters, you breathe in the old dust. Your shoulder touches mine like it was meant to, and the afternoon goes still inside the words I give to you. You do not need to speak, the story says enough. A single look from you makes the silence feel like love. Hold this moment close, let the room stay small. Hold this moment close as the pages fall. The chapter ending, and you laugh so softly, like the book knew your name before I ever found it. I leave the last page open on the arm of chair and stay with your breathing there. One more line for you, then the light can dim. One more line for you, and I'll begin again. Turn the page so softly, ink blooms by the window, steam from the mug goes still. Your sleeve brushes my wrist, the morning sits beside us like it knows our names. I trace the crease in the paper. You laugh at a small mistake. The toast cools on the plate. Sunlight leans through the blinds. We let the quiet stay here. It fits us like a blanket. No need to fill the space. No need to chase the day. Your hand finds mine by habit, and everything makes room. Crossword waits unfinished. Your eyes keep drifting back to mine. Some days arrive too early. This one arrives with grace. We read, we breathe, we linger, and that is more than enough. Pad to the kitchen in your borrowed shirt. The floor is cold, the house still sleeping. I heat the mug, I spoon the sugar slow, and watch the steam draw circles by the window. You blink at me like morning is a gift. Hair in your eyes, that half-awake grin. I carry the tray like it's something holy, trying not to wake the quiet too much. Coffee in bed for you, sweet little Sunday. Your sleepy smile makes the whole room lighter. I set it down soft beside your resting hand, and I know right there, this is where I belong. Take the first sip, then your shoulders drop like the weak let go at the edge of your mouth. Sunlight finds the crease in your pillowcase, and I like the way your laughter fills the air. Let the errands wait, let the clock move on. We can stay here long enough for the toast to cool, for your fingers to find mine, for the day to begin kinder than before. Again, if you ask me to, and I'll keep this morning just the way it feels. one small tune in the room, and the table leaned in close. We let the first notes land like rain on the sill. You smiled at the turning chord like you knew the way home. I traced the words in there before they even arrived, and the night sat still for us as if it had been named. We played it on the walk back past the bakery shutter. Your sleeve brushed my wrist. When the melody came around, I kept the chorus in my pocket like a pressed white petal. Then morning touched the window, and the song stayed with the cups and the spoon and the steam and the page by the lamp. We learned the soft exact shape of being changed by sound. Sing it once more, let the room remember every small bright turn, every breath between. We knew it by heart before the last ring faded, and I kept a little of it in the pocket of my day. We spread the photos out across the table scar. You in that yellow shirt, me with my missing tooth. We laughed at our own faces like they belonged to strangers, then found the little mole I still wear on my cheek. Your hand kept pausing there over the lake in June, the one where I was scared and you were always brave. We had cheap sandals on and sunburned shoulders red, but we were light with hope and hungry for a road. Now there's gray in your hair and mine has started to. The crease beside your mouth is one I know by heart. We carried storm and bread, the leaky years, the moves, the names we almost lost, still here, still talking back. So I laid down the stack and watched the window dim. You tucked one photo away like it was prayer in paper. I kissed your open palm for every almost gone, for every scar that stayed for us, for us, for us. Chased the puppy past the swing set, shoes full of dust, sleeves rolled high. I stood beside the picnic table, watching your grin catch the afternoon. The leash got tangled around your ankle. You laughed and leaned down in the grass. That little dog spun like a weather vane, all eager paws and floppy ears. I kept the image in my pocket like a note from a softer year. sisters stayed with the pond water, ripple by ripple, clear and bright. When the kites drifted over the baseball field and the trees were breathing slow and green, you tipped your head at the puppy's mischief and everything else fell away. Now when the room goes quiet at evening, I find that park in the back of my mind. Bench shades, sunlight on your fingers, and the day that learned my name. Your coat still hangs by the door, wet cuffs and a quiet floor. I set your cup by the sink and watch the gray light blink. Your shoes make little dark moons across the boards of this room. You shake out storms from your sleeves, and I just let you breathe. Stay here a while, let the sky pass. Lean into me, let the night last. I'll keep you warm tonight while the rain taps slow and slow. I'll keep you close tonight till the tired cloud lets go. Your name feels soft on my mouth, like a blanket after dark. I'll keep you warm tonight, right here, right in my heart. The window wears silver lines, each drop a tiny sign that the world can bend and hush and still not ask for much. You trace my palm with your thumb, like you're counting what has come. Not every ache needs a cure, some just need to endure. Stay here a while, let the sky pass. Lean into me, let the night last. If morning comes too soon, we can borrow one more tune and let the rain ride slow what only we both know. I'll keep you warm tonight while the rain taps slow and slow. I'll keep you close tonight till the tired cloud lets go. Your name feels soft on my mouth, like a blanket after dark. I'll keep you warm tonight, right here, right in my heart. I cut the edges clean, folded the corners twice, kept the door half closed. When I traced your name in light, a little secret on the table, wrapped in brown paper string. I kept my hands busy while the hours moved slow. Every knot I tied was a wish I wouldn't show. Open it slowly, let your eyes do the talking. If your mouth goes quiet, I'll know I made something. For the way you lean in for the spark that follows. All this hidden labor was worth your face and wonder. I chose a softer color, the one you said felt home. Added one small ribbon where the frayed seam should have shown. A crooked little keepsake built from my careful hands. I kept my hands busy while the hours moved slow. Every knot I tied was a wish I wouldn't show. Open it slowly, let your eyes do the talking. If your mouth goes quiet, I'll know I made something. For the way you lean in, for the spark that follows. All this hidden labor was worth your face and wonder. I almost told you early, almost ruined the reveal, but I wanted that moment, that first honest inhale. If you hold it close now, you can feel where I stayed. Open it slowly, let your eyes do the talking. If your mouth goes quiet, I'll know I made something. For the way you lean in, for the spark that follows. All this hidden labor was worth your face and wonder. Settle in beside me in the hammock's easy sway. The trees keep their own small promise while the afternoon slips away. Your breathing draws a soft line through the quiet I was keeping. I follow it slowly, like water finding stone. Nothing has to happen, nothing has to move, and that's enough for me. Your breath, your calm, your hand, the sway against my shoulders, the sky held in your glance. I need no grand design, just this soft living moment where the world grows small and stays close. Strings speak in warm circles under fingers light and sure. A leaf taps once on the railing, then leaves the air more pure. You turn your face towards sunlight and the whole room changes color. I keep the stillness like a cup held level. Every little motion feels like coming home, and that's enough for me. Your breath, your calm, your hand, the sway against my shoulders, the sky held in your glance. I need no grand design, just this soft living moment where the world grows small and stays close. Let the minutes loosen, let the day unlearn its noise. I am here beside you, learning peace by your voice, and that's enough for me. your breath, your calm, your hand, the sway against my shoulders, the sky held in your glance. I need no grand design, just this soft living moment where the world grows small and stays close. Blanket folded on the couch, your shoulder finds my knee. The evening leaks through window glass and settles over me. Your fingers draw small circles in the lines across my hand, like you already know how to make the quiet land. The kettle has gone still, the hallway loses light. Your thumb keeps time in silence while the room turns soft tonight. Stay here with me while I let the day fall off your hair. We can trade the final words for the calm that waits in there. Your hand in mine says enough, no need to chase the sun. Just this couch, this blanket, and the way our evening comes. You lean in, half a smile, your breath is warm and slow. I watch the curtains breathing where the tired shadows go. The little map you're tracing feels like rain on summer skin, a secret made of gentleness that pulls me gently in. The lamp is low and amber, the world is far away. You write a quiet promise with the curve your fingers made. Stay here with me while I let the day fall off your hair. We can trade the final words for the calm that waits in there. Your hand in mine says enough, no need to chase the sun. Just this couch, this blanket, and the way our evening comes. If the night asks where we are, tell it we are here, with the hem of your sweater and the last of my fear. Every line on my palm gets answered by your touch, like the smallest things can hold us and still mean so much. Blanket folded on the couch, your fingers slow their pace. The evening rests between us like a soft and open place. You left your shoes by the door. and spun me into the room. Your laugh on the worn out floor, like rain on a window loom. The speaker sang our old list, that one from the summer drive. You reached for my hand and missed, then found it and came alive. Bare feet on the oak boards, your dress brushed my knees in time. I watched your two small gold hoops catch light from the hall at 9. The kettle cooled on the stove, the plant leaned into the wall. You moved like you knew this place was made for a small, slow waltz. We stayed where the morning grew, in the hush of a half-lit room. You tucked your hair behind one ear and hummed a tune I knew. Then every ordinary thing turned tender in your wake. The pillow, the glass, the rug, the little bend in the break. Dance a little longer there, let the floor remember us. Soft as a folded sleeve, quiet as the end of dusk. I'll keep the song on low, you keep the world at bay. Barefoot on the oak boards till the last note slips away. I made you a playlist by the window, 10 songs for the shape of your laugh. One with the train sound at the start, one with the bent note in the brass. The second track smells like orange peel, the third feels like rain on a tin roof. I saved the one that made me cry, because I knew you'd hear the truth. Track 4 is for the way you reach when the room goes quiet as wool. Track 5 is for your crooked grin and the day you made my hands feel full. Track 6 has a line about staying. Track 7 has a hymn of light. I tucked your name in the margin like a pressed flower kept in sight. There is no map, only this, needle points and paper slips. Each song says what I can't say fast, so I let the whole stack give in. The last track ends with your blue mug and the steam curl from the rim. It sounds like coming home to someone before the house knows where you've been. If you listen tonight, keep it slow, let the quiet take your side. Every small song is my way of saying I was thinking of you all the time. I set out 2 blue cups on the table by the window. The morning leans in softly while the sugar waits in a spoon. You reach for the kettle and the hush turns golden. One small whistle rising like the day remembering us. Tea for 2 in the quiet room. Your hand brushes mine, tea for for two in the pale first light, and I stay where you are. The water steams the glass panes, and the teaspoon circles slowly. Your smile makes a small home out of these ordinary things. The whistle calls us onward without breaking the stillness. We move through the morning like we know exactly how to stay. Let the clock forget us, let the sink hold the echoes. I like this gentle hour when your voice is enough. Tea for two in the quiet room, your hand brushes mine. Tea for two in the pale first light, and I stay where you are. Two cups cooling side by side, a soft day opening. We left the market late with peaches in a paper sack. Your sleeve was brushing mine, and the sky turned iron black. The first drops hit the road like pennies on a drum. You looked up, broke into a grin, and started running home. I held your hand and laughed when the storm came down on us. Shoes full of river water, hair unpinned, shirts heavy as dusk. We were soaked, we were glowing, crossing the whole wide street. Nothing felt more alive than your breath right next to me. We ducked beneath the awning by the bakery on the corner. You shook rain from your eyelashes like you were shaking off a wonder. Old glass trembled in the frame while the thunder rolled past slow. You said the clouds looked happy, and I believed you so. When the rain slid softer, we stepped back into the light. Every puddle kept our footsteps like a secret through the night. I carried your wet shoes, you carried that crooked smile, and the summer stayed around us for one more shining mile. I held your hand and laughed when the storm came down on us. Shoes full of river water, hair unpinned, shirts heavy as dusk. We were soaked, we were glowing, crossing the whole wide street. Nothing felt more alive than your breath right next to me. folded our hands in the cold. Your sleeve brushed mine in the evening dust as the last pale orange went gold. The first star opened above the pine, then two in the harbor haze. You tipped your chin and I heard you smile, like a bird in the branches would praise. We counted them slow by the waterline, one for your steady hand, one for the way you say my name, one for the calm in your plans. Your thumb found circles on my palm, while the dark went velvet blue. I kept the numbers in my pocket mind, and everyone led back to you. The night kept blooming beyond the ridge, till the sky was a silver map. You leaned your shoulder against my arm, and the whole world fit in that lap. If I ran out of ways to say it, I'd let the long hush speak. Your love is a porch light in winter rain, and a lantern I carried asleep. So let the stars keep learning the dark, and let the tide keep its song. I know the answer to every count is where your heart has belonged. You brush the hair from my forehead, like morning touching a window. Your hand moves softly as rain across the edge of my dreaming. Your peaceful face lies open like a small pale harbor at rest. I could watch that quiet forever and never ask for more. If the room goes dark around us, your breathing keeps the lamp 息。